and gentlemen, and ladies, I need to update you on the intake bracket. I went to Home Depot. I grabbed a 5-inch plate out of the door hinge aisle. It has 4 holes, one here, one here, one here, and one here. They lined up actually perfectly. Now what I did do is I put it in a table vise. I bent it here and here just to give it a little S because it drops down a little bit just to make this bolt go in a lot smoother. And then I painted it matte black just like I did the louvers. And then the other thing is I ran the Tractor Supply. I had to get a nut and a lock washer for this bolt here. You need to grab 2 of the grommets off of the factory airbox and use one in each section. This one has a hole, this one does not. This one will not seat tightly unless you do it, so make sure you use it. It's already threaded, so you don't need anything for this. So just run the nut up underneath this, use a wrench and a socket, draw it tight, use the socket to draw this tight, and you're golden. It's secure now, no issues at all. Some of you have asked me about my miles per gallon now. So far, I've only lost 0.2. It's not horrible, and it actually feels a little bit faster. Now, it could just be that way because it sounds louder, which it does sound louder, and a lot of you have asked me about what it sounds like outside the car. A few videos ago, I did an unboxing of some mud guards and some rear side skirt extensions. I have installed them. What do you guys think? If you guys want to see the full installation of those, let me know in the comments below. If I get more than 50 comments wanting to see it, I'll post it. How about that? And then the mud guards, that's really self-explanatory. You literally just take the 3 screws out, put it in, run the screws back in. I mean, self-explanatory install. If you want to know how to install the rear side skirt extensions, just go to the side skirt video. You can click right here. I don't really like doing this, but just click right here and you'll be able to go see it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys really think of what it looks like so far. I think it actually looks awesome. But in today's video, we're going to be installing some daytime running lights. Now, they're not full fog lights, I know, but I want to see what these look like and maybe never have to get fog lights, see how bright they are. Now it does come, this was all together, I've already taken it apart. So this is what it comes with. It comes with wires and the 2 lenses, sequential on either side for the yellow wire, and then the plug here, and then these 3 here. What we need to do is we need to get the bumper off. We're going to do this together because this is my first time. I've taken the 10th gen bumper off a bunch of times. In fact, the Type R bumper's coming off here in the next couple weeks as well. So let's take a stab at taking the bumper off this bad girl. Okay, so it looks like we need to take these clips out here. This one, and then these 3. And I think I'm just going to pop this one out. This can stay, but I think I'm going to have to pop this one out. There's a screw here, and I don't know if it's like the back one, but the back one had a screw up here. So until I get this screw out and pull the liner back, we'll find out what's all going on up here. And then we already know there's a screw here and then a bunch of clips underneath. So let's get started on pulling these clips out and we'll go from there. Okay, so I didn't notice this before when I was putting the lip on, but there's probably 20 clips underneath this thing. And I think maybe, I can't tell yet, but I think it's either 2 10s or 4 10s. I'm going to put the camera underneath here. There's not going to be much lighting, so I hope you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, there's 14 clips underneath, 2 10mm bolts, 2 Phillips head screws too. I don't know why they're there. I had to take 2 screws out that I used for the front lip as well. So what I come to find here is, see if you guys see it. Right here, there is a bolt that runs back this way. And then there's a little tab, and it looks like a bracket that bolt holds on. There's a little tab, and I'm thinking, see the bolt? There's a tab on the other side of that bolt. Oh no. Now the other thing I found was there's a clip right in here, right here. Just like all the other clips. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to pull the fender liner back, and there is a Phillips head right here. Okay, so all you gotta do is just come back here, grab that, and pull. And it comes right out of the little bracket right there. Now the whole top is loose. Ready to go. The sides are popped out. I think everything's good underneath. Right here under the headlight, there are 2 metal tabs. If you have a door panel tool, I would highly recommend this, or something soft and plastic. Try not to damage the bumper. And that, my friends, is how you remove the bumper on your 11th gen Honda Civic. So weeks ago, I found some fog lights on eBay, which you're gonna see right here. I just took the cover off the back. I was thinking these things were square. They are not, they are round. So I'm ordering some right now. You can see it right here. The only bad part is it says it's not coming until the end of March. The front bumper cover is easy to take off, as you just saw. I'm ecstatic now. Either way, we're throwing these in, seeing how they look like, and then in a month or so, we're throwing these fog lights in. Then the front of this car is gonna be extremely bright. I'm excited. All right, now I'm gonna take the other one of these out. It's real easy, it's just 2 screws, and then we're gonna have to pop the fillers out and replace them with the new ones. It kind of makes me upset that I didn't order them already, but then it kind of doesn't, because then we'll get to see what these look like all by themselves. And then we'll get to see what it all looks like when the fog lights are in. All right, we got a Phillips head right here we got to take out. We're going to take our door panel tool and just push these little tabs out. There's a little lip on the back side here. Push in behind that, turn, and then take your thumb and push out. Okay? And then try to grab it by the back. So that it doesn't fall back in. And then just do the same the whole way around. Okay, so what we need to do before we put this in the car, we need to cut these out. I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife. Cut them out. Take the pliers, especially on these end two, just give it a little bit of a tug. Try to get it a little snugger. You have to do that on any of the other ones too. Go ahead and do that. And we can put the covers back on. What I did before I unplugged these is I marked the passenger side. That way I knew which one was which. So we can just plug that back in. Then plug it into the driver's side as well. And then we'll just leave this over the top for the moment. And the two sequential wires until we get it all back on the car. Okay, so as you guys know, I always like to test everything before I put it in, so we're going to test it out. That's just the red wire. That's the white wire. It looks like it's blue, which is cool. And then you got the cycle. That's when you turn your lights on, I assume. And that's the turn signal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we have a lot of extra wire here. I have some double-sided tape left over from previous parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to put two pieces on the back of this little box here. And then I'm just going to tape the box right here to the back of the bumper. What I'm going to end up doing, probably going to end up zip tying a piece of it, cleaning all this dirt off, and then probably just taping the wire down. coming in here, taking some electrical tape onto this, covering these open wires up here. That way, with all the salt I get in the wintertime, it doesn't affect it. So as you can see, I got the wire ran. I got it taped to the bumper up underneath. That's the best way I could figure out how to do it. Double-sided tape the box. Let's get on the car. So what you need to do is you need to take the wires, run them under the headlight on top of the crash bar, and then come up here. And then you do the same thing with this side. Run it under the headlight, above the crash bar, and have it come up here, and then we can hook them up. Guess what you're going to need to do with these, you're going to have to get some wire cutters, use the 20 and 22 at the bottom here, and then just make yourself some extra wire because you're going to need it. The yellow actually comes pretty good, you don't really need to mess with that one. And then what we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to make some room here, so we're going to take a blade and cut back. Be very careful, you don't want to cut the wires, you just want to cut the plastic. And then peel the tape off around the wires because we're going to need to get to those wires because we got to put 4 of the little wire prong things here. The T-taps, I think they're called. And yes, I guess you can get them at anywhere. So to get this back in, here I'll pull it back out real quick and show you. There's a little lip here and just slide it down. So you push it in at the top, slide it down, it goes right in. Okay, so the bumper's on, it's all buttoned up. We did run into a little issue wiring everything. Came up with a solution. So the white wire is for your blue lights. The problem is, the only power source we can find is consistent. There's only 2 other prongs in there, and they're both consistent power. So I'm not even gonna use it, just cut it off, taped it up, and we're done. So your black wire goes to the black wire, obviously. Yellow goes to pink, red goes to brown. And if you wanna run the white wire, feel free for constant power. We're gonna figure something out around that. But if you wanna do it, it goes into the green. Okay? Black to black, red to brown, yellow to pink, white to green. If you want to do the white, that's completely up to you. Looking pretty good, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I cannot wait for the fog lights to show up. Says end of March. I'm hoping they'll be here sooner than that. I really wish we could have got the blue lights to work with that white wire. We'll figure it out, and I'll update you guys later on in another video. I want to thank Chris for helping me out. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate it, my brother. Couldn't have did it without you. I know you guys really want to hear the intake outside of the car, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to head to the test track so you guys can give it a listen. Now that is just the lights themselves. That is not the headlights. I'll turn the headlights on here in a second, but wait till I put them fog lights in. I think I'm gonna get them yellow tinted. So Eric, Jets Vinyl, probably gonna need some yellow tint for my fog lights. I'll be hitting you up, Eric. I don't know, I might be the first one to have sequential front and rear fog lights for the 11th Gen Civic. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below letting me know. This was your boy Miller, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one.